Hello everyone, welcome to WinRay's Academy. This is Vinay. Welcome back to our Cybersecurity Testing Series. In the previous video, we discussed different types of security testing, including penetration testing, API security, and compliance testing. In this video, we'll explore the OWASP Top 10, a globally recognized list of the most critical security vulnerabilities found in modern applications. Understanding these vulnerabilities is essential for security testers, developers, and organizations to build secure software and prevent cyber threats. By the end of this video, you will learn about the OWASP Top 10 security risks, see real-world examples of these vulnerabilities in action, understand how to test for and prevent these security flaws. Let's begin by understanding what OWASP is and why its top 10 list is so important. OWASP, or the Open Web Application Security Project, is a non-profit organization that focuses on improving web application security. Every few years, OWASP releases an updated top 10 list, which is used by security professionals to identify and test vulnerabilities, followed by developers to write more secure code, referenced by organizations to meet security compliance. The OWASP Top 10 helps organizations understand modern security threats and how attackers exploit them in real-world scenarios. Let's go through the OWASP Top 10 before diving into each vulnerability in detail. 1. Broken access control. Users can access unauthorized resources. 2. Cryptographic failures. Sensitive data is exposed due to weak encryption. 3. Injection attacks. Malicious inputs alter database queries. 4. Insecure design. Poorly planned security architecture. 5. Security misconfiguration. Default settings expose security gaps. 6. Vulnerable and outdated components. Unpatched software allows attacks. 7. Identification and authentication failures. Weak login mechanisms. 8. Software and data integrity failures. Attackers tamper with critical systems. 9. Security, logging, and monitoring failures. Lack of threat detection. 10. Server-side request. Forgery. SSRF. Attackers send unauthorized requests. Each of these vulnerabilities can lead to severe financial and reputational damage. Access control ensures users can only access authorized data and actions. Risk: if improperly configured, attackers can access admin pages without permission, modify sensitive settings, delete or steal critical data. Real-world example: in 2021, broken access control flows were responsible for 94% of security breaches. A famous breach allowed users to escalate privileges to admin roles just by modifying a URL. Prevention: implement role-based access control, RBA, enforce session expiration, and reauthentication. Regularly test for access control flaws using automation tools. Cryptographic failures occur when data is not properly encrypted, making it easy to steal. Risk: attackers steal unencrypted passwords, credit card data, and personal records. Weak encryption allows hackers to crack sensitive data. Example: a 2022 data breach exposed millions of user passwords because they were stored without encryption. Hackers easily accessed user accounts and personal data. Prevention: use TLS encryption, HTTPS, for data transmission. Implement strong hashing algorithms like Bcrypt or Argon2. Store passwords securely and enforce multi-factor authentication, MFA. Injection attacks allow attackers to send malicious inputs to manipulate a system. Risk: SQL injection, hackers gain control of databases. Command injection, attackers execute system commands remotely. Cross-site scripting, XSS, malicious scripts steal user data. Example: A hacker bypassed login authentication using an SQL injection attack, gaining admin access to an entire system. Prevention. Use prepared statements and input validation. Never trust user inputs. Sanitize all inputs before execution. Implement firewall protection against automated injection attacks. Security risk. Default passwords and settings allow easy hacking. Outdated software contains known vulnerabilities. Example, a cloud storage misconfiguration exposed millions of sensitive files to the public. Hackers easily downloaded private data. Prevention. Regularly audit system configurations, patch software, and update components frequently. Disable unused services that could be exploited. Risk. Attackers can guess weak passwords to gain access, exploit poor authentication mechanisms, use stolen session IDs to hijack accounts. Example, a social media platform suffered a massive account hijacking due to weak authentication mechanisms. Prevention. Implement multi-factor authentication, MFA. Lock accounts after multiple failed attempts. Use secure session management practices. Risk. Attackers inject malicious code into software. Poor monitoring allows hacks to go undetected for months. Example, a popular software company was breached because attackers injected backdoor code, affecting thousands of customers. Prevention. Verify software integrity with digital signatures. Implement intrusion detection systems for threat monitoring. Risk. Attackers trick servers into sending unauthorized requests, can bypass firewalls and access internal systems. Example, a cloud service provider was breached via SSRF, exposing millions of customer records. Prevention, whitelist trusted URLs. Validate all user input before processing requests. In this video, we explored the OWASP top 10 security risks and how attackers exploit them. Key takeaways: broken access control and weak authentication cause data leaks. Injection attacks and cryptographic failures allow hacking. Security misconfigurations expose systems to threats.